What's up, guys?
Hey Reed, thanks for taking the time today.
Yeah, of course.
We'll get started here with Chris Franklin and then Brooks.
Hey Reed, congratulations on signing the extension. What does it feel like to get that extension, and how does it feel as an undrafted guy? Making that journey from doing that to now being a significant part of this defense.
Yeah, and I feel great. I'm grateful for the opportunity, the most part. For Howie and them to get it done, and I want to be in Philly. I want to play for Philly, and that speaks more than just getting a contract. I love football. I love the way these fans how they cheer for us and how they critique us. I love playing here. I want to play here for as long as I can.
Go ahead, Brooks, and then EJ.
Reed, you mentioned you want to play there as long as you can.
Mhm.
What is it about the conversation that you've had with the team and going forward in the defense with Vic and going forward? What do you see your opportunity in growing as a player here?
Yeah, it's all about growth. I still have a long way to go, and I'm fortunate enough to still have some of these, great teammates to teach me, and some of these great coaches. And I'm going to take that opportunity and run with it. I'm excited, just so excited to be back, and I know a lot of the guys are excited to be back too.
Go ahead, EJ, and then Dave.
Hey Reed, I'm just curious, like what was yesterday like for you? You got the performance-based payout bonus before the extension news came out. As Chris mentioned, like as an undrafted guy, I guess what was all of that happening, in short succession like for you?
But a funny story. My agent actually texted me like the chart, and it was on April 1st. So I was like, "You got to be kidding me, right? Like this is a joke." But I'm just fortunate enough, man. I was put in a position to play, and I'm not gonna give that up for anything. I'm gonna try and play my heart out as much as I can, as long as my body can take it. So.
Go ahead, Dave, and then John.
Hey, Reed, I know it's probably a little difficult during seasons and when you're playing games to be reflective, but are you able to do that now in the off season, signing a contract extension like this?
I mean, yes. You look back at the past season and stuff. Yeah, there's mistakes made, but we're moving forward, and we're all excited about it. And we had some injuries here and there. And I just got done talking to Sydney and Zach McPherson, and just seeing them up and walking around and getting back to what they do. It just excites you, and it makes me more excited just to come out and play, and just play for them and play for everybody that's gonna be a part of this program. Whoever we get in the draft and who we have signed so far, it's gonna be a blast. We're gonna have fun this year.
Go ahead, John, and then Olivia.
Hey Reed, congrats. One of those guys you signed back is CJ. Are you excited to get that playmaking, that energy back potentially next to you?
Yeah, he's a baller, and he's one of these instinctive guys. He makes all these plays, and we need that, and we need his attitude too. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great having him back and what he brings to the table.
Go ahead, Olivia, and then Tim.
Hey Reed, congrats. When we spoke to you at the end of the season, you had mentioned that surgery might potentially be on the table. First of all, did you end up having that surgery? And second of all, where are you just right now, health-wise, and your recovery and all that from the injury at the end of the season?
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to have surgery. It was one of those, personal decisions whether or not to do it, and I felt like that was the best decision possible. Right now, I feel great. I'm like pretty much 100% back to normal, and it feels good now, not being as sore anymore as like I did this past season dealing with it. But I'm ready to go. I'm really excited to show what I can do.
Go ahead, Tim, and then Martin.
Hey Reed, what's your early impressions of Fangio? What do you think your role is going to be there, and what do you think he brings to the table?
Yeah, he's a great. I feel like it right now is a great coach. Just talking to him, I feel like he's one of those old school guys that he wants his players to be nitty gritty and play football for what it means. And he understands that coming here to Philly that he's going to have those players, and we're all excited to get this going.
We'll go to Martin and then Zach.
Hey Reed, obviously you're having a really good offseason. I wanted to ask you, just like you guys made a ton of changes on defense. I mean, not only with Vic and Vic Fangio as a new coordinator, but bringing in a lot of different guys. Like, how long or what's it going to take for everybody to kind of mesh together? I mean, you've added guys on the defensive line, lost Reddick, lost Fletch, added Devin White, and then et cetera. Like, what's
Right.
that going to take to get everyone together?
Yeah, and losing Fletcher Cox, Hassan, that's big, but it's going to take all of us. We're all excited, like I've been saying, and it'll be like the first or second day. BG's going to come in the locker room and make sure everybody mingles, but we're going to have a blast. It's not going to be too long because we know what we have and what's at stake and like what's on the table, and we're just ready to get back after it.
Go ahead, Zach, and then Bob.
Hey, Reed, at what point in these last 2 years did you feel like it wasn't trying to make the team or trying to keep a roster spot, but that they viewed you as someone who was a key piece here?
I still feel like I have that chip on my shoulder. Even this contract extension, it's a stepping stone, and it's just something that I want to grow in. And like I said, I want to learn from the best and play with the best, and that's what I want to try and do each day.
Go ahead, Bob, and then Chris.
Hey, I just had a couple follow-ups. Congratulations. Shortly after you found out about the bonus, did you find out about the extension? What was like kind of the time frame of that?
Yeah, the extension was in the works before the bonus. I was asking, my agent, my financial advisor, what exactly would be around it, but I honestly found out what I would make bonus wise, like I said, on April 1st. So it was it's pretty exciting, last month and this, beginning of this month. So very fortunate, very blessed, to say the least.
And the other question was, so what did surgery entail? And did you play for a while last year with that hurting? And how did you think that impacted your play?
It honestly just happened towards the end of the season. It was one of those, freak ordeals. You extend a little bit to the wrong direction and something, tears a little bit, and ended up having to, get it repaired and all that, which I think I needed because it said that it was, a little chronic, had some stuff going on, but, it's not even about how long I played on it. It's just, getting fixed up for the next year, so.
Thanks a lot.
We'll take these last two. Go ahead, Chris, and then Olivia.
Chris, curious, have you had any interactions with the new DB coach, Chris Jackson? If so, what's he like?
He actually called. We caught up a little bit. He seems cool. He seems like a coach you want. He's down to earth, and that's what you want as a player. As like a player-coach relationship, you want to be able to go up to him if you have any sort of questions or you need help with anything. Like he's has the open door policy. Seems like so I'm excited. I'm excited to get in the room with him.
Go ahead, Olivia.
Hey, Reed, something kind of related to current NFL events. The league recently voted to remove the hip drop tackle from the game starting next season. I know it's a little while until you're going to be playing a game, but how much thought have you given to that rule, and just what are your impressions of how it might impact the game in general?
I'm not going to change the way I tackle. It's just one of those things. It just happens. I don't know what they kind of want us to do in this situation. At some point, you're going to have to bring the guy down eventually. So you just kind of do whatever you can. We're not doing it on purpose. We're not meaning to injure anybody, but you want to play the game to how it was made. You want to be physical and violent, and like I said, you got to bring them down any way possible. And sometimes it takes things like that, but it's going to be tough. I mean, I feel like there's going to be a lot of more flags thrown and fines given out than they should, but that's just my personal opinion. But I get it. They're trying to make the game more safe, but it's kind of hard when, it's a violent sport to begin with. So
Thanks for your time, Reed.
thank you.